Welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal Randomized. I don't remember exactly what I have to do in-game at this point, but that's fine. I'll just sort of wander around until I find what I need to do. I think I have to go up here, because Misty is not at her gym, if I recall correctly. But I have to go and fight a bunch of trainers up here somewhere. And then I think I can go... do that. We'll see. Now, of course, all I have on the brain is Dungeon World, because, of course, the last episode, which I recorded 4 seconds ago, I was talking a lot about other RPGs. What do I do to fight this thing? Psychic, I guess, is my best attack. Alright, we got it. But yeah, it's, I really enjoy just doing some tabletop stuff in general. And I missed it because we didn't do any for a while. We haven't, because of, you know, of course, because of pandemic and everything, we're not like gathering together in groups. Also, the group that I was usually doing stuff with, they're kind of all over the country right now, so it's kind of hard. It would be kind of hard to gather in person anyway. So, I mean, obviously we could gather on Discord or Skype or whatever, and do stuff there. But it's just it's not quite the same, you know? It's weird how I'm not the biggest fan of like large social gatherings. I never have been. Smaller social gatherings I do enjoy at times. But considering that, you know, COVID and everything, we can't exactly gather. And again, most people are kind of spread out across the country right now, so it's not like we could gather anyway if we wanted to. But it'd be extremely stupid if we did, because we'd probably potentially doom each other. So we don't. But yeah, it would be kind of interesting to see what happened if we could get the old group back together and see what happens, if anything. But anyway, I mean, I really do enjoy the group that we have now. The second group that we have, that I'm part of. I'm not explaining this very well, am I? No, I'm not. I know I'm not. Oh. But yeah, I enjoy doing that whole thing. Why am I only fighting, like, first stage evolutions right now, game? Come on. These trainers should be at level 35 and above. It's a little silly to not have anybody like that. Okay. I don't really have a good way to deal with dark types. Didn't even think about that until just now. Okay, Haze is fine. Okay. I was not paying attention. Still knocked it out. The other thing I've been doing a bit recently is watching speedruns of very long games. I don't know why, but just like watching, not all at once, obviously, because I would probably lose my mind if I did that, but watching it like in chunks, like, you know, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes here or there, if I'm like listening to a podcast or if I'm doing something else, and just like watching, like the one thing that I've been watching a bit more, or I've been watching more, the one thing that I have been watching is a Super Mario Galaxy games speedrun. Like, because a 120 star speedrun of that game is like almost 6 hours long, and just the fact that someone would have the mental fortitude and the physical fortitude at that to be able to just sit down and play Mario Galaxy for 5.5 to 6 hours straight with like no interruptions, no breaks, like that. I don't know, man. I couldn't do that. It's pretty crazy that people would do that. And then there are people who are even crazier than that, who will do like a 240 star run of Mario Galaxy 2, which is like 9.5 hours long. And then there are people that are even more insane than that, because there's over the last few years, there's been a, I think it's called a 602 star run, which is playing through Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy 1, and Mario Galaxy 2, and doing 120 stars for the first 3 games and like a full 100% playthrough of Mario Galaxy 2, which is like a 24-hour speedrun, which is just, I don't know how people can do that. Besides, you know, it being like if they're a Twitch broadcaster, and it's like, oh, it's a donation incentive. Like, who would willingly do that? Do a 24-hour speedrun? Like, I can't honestly imagine even considering doing something like that. Then again, I don't have a mystery berry. The hell is that? I don't know what it is, but I want to know. Berry juice? You know what? Here. I've been holding on to that berry juice since the very beginning of the game. Screw it. Whatever. I think that guy gives me something too, like a nugget or something. Which, hold on, now I have to see what is down here. Soda pop. I don't need that. Let's get rid of it. So, does he give me something? He does. Okay. Well, I can sell that for a little bit of money. That's nice. Thank you, sir. Oh, God, he's a fight also. I actually was not expecting that. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but I wasn't. So here we are. And I've completely lost my train of thought from what I was talking about earlier, so I'm sorry about forgetting everything. But anyway, oh yeah, speedruns. I don't think I have the drive to like do speedruns. Because I tried doing speedruns a long time ago, like when I don't even remember how long ago. Many, many years ago. And actually, funny enough, I did technically have a world record on one game for like 8 years. But that was because no one else ever submitted anything for that particular game. Like I submitted one run for a game that I really liked to a speedrunning themed podcast, and like it was apparently put onto speedrun.com a long time ago, apparently, and yeah, it apparently I didn't even realize I had technically had the world record for this game for like 9 years or 8 years or something. And like a few weeks ago, someone actually posted an updated time for that. So I no longer have the world record for that game, even though I didn't know I had the world record for that game. And now I kind of want the world record back, even though I don't care at all about speedrunning. So there were a couple other games that I actually tried to do speedruns of, but then I found out that it's like, oh, I'm playing this game. Oh, someone else is playing this game. Oh, so this someone else is significantly better at the game than I am. And I don't have the drive to actually bother and get better at the game in order to speedrun it properly, if that makes any sense. But I had no desire. I was like, I figured, oh, you know, if I'm the only person who's going to be speedrunning this game, then that'll be fine. Then it turns out that there's someone else who's speedrunning the game, and they're much better at the game than I am, so I have no real interest in actually bothering to try and get to the point where, like, I spend hours a day just grinding at one game until I'm almost as good as this person, only to find out that I'm never going to be as good as this person, so why bother? I don't know. But at least there was one game that, yeah, no, I thought it was kind of funny that I unknowingly had a world record in a video game for years and just never even thought about it. In case you're curious, and also if you want to see some of my very, very old content, because we're talking like 8 to 10 years ago, then go to speedrun.com and look up the game Blocks That Matter. And I have the number 2 record in the game, unless someone else has decided to start playing the game also. And you can watch that And then you can also watch all of the other terrible YouTube content that I made many, many years ago. Is there not another trainer over here? Okay, I guess not. It's, I've tried to go back and watch some of that stuff, and I can't. Like, it's a lot of the stuff that I did when I was in my, like, mid-20s is pretty bad. Water type and a water type gym. Game, you disappoint me. Some of the stuff that I did with friends was still pretty enjoyable, because we did like a lot of Mario Kart stuff, not a lot, but we did like a Mario Kart 64 playthrough. We did a Mario Kart Wii playthrough. We did chunks of a couple of other like 3 or 4 player games. Well, like, what did we do? We did Hunter the Reckoning, which actually, funny enough, is the most viewed video on that channel, like by a wide margin. And I didn't even, like, I looked at it recently because I don't exactly look at that game. I don't look at that channel very often. And that video has like 150,000 views. It's only like, it's like 4 hours, and it's not the whole game. It's like maybe a quarter of the game or something. And, you know, but still, it was like, it surprised me. Maybe it was like 3 hours. But we did some other, like, 3 or 4 player stuff. I remember doing X-Men Legends 2? At least part of that game. We did Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one, not the new one. And what else did we do? We did Kirby's Return to Dreamland, like shortly after it came out. Am I full on TMs? Can I just not, or do they just not give TMs here? I don't actually remember. I swear that some of the gym leaders in Kanto in Pokemon Crystal give you TMs, but maybe I'm just wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I would actually like to get back to doing some, like, multiplayer stuff, whether it's something like a party game like Jackbox games, or like a group game like Among Us, or something, or like Talisman, or silly games like Golf with Your Friends or Mount Your Friends, or stuff like that. Like, I haven't done a lot of those in a while, and I would like to do that. And admittedly, part of the reason why I haven't done it recently is just because I've been so off mentally that I feel like I couldn't be, like, in a group of friends to do that sort of thing. Now I think if I just sort of keep on this trajectory, maybe I might stand a chance at possibly considering doing something like that. If I ask some friends to do, you know, whatever, if I do Talisman or Jackbox or whatever. I don't know. We'll think about it, but we'll see. So that's what's been on my mind recently, along with a bunch of other stuff, but I mean, if we're talking about extremely recently, then stuff like that's been what I've been thinking about, is just sort of, you know, I've missed being able to do stuff with people. Like, I have the D&D group, and we have Matinee Manatees, which, that's really fun, and you should go listen to that. It's another podcast that I helped create a while ago, and it's quite enjoyable. We record Manatees talking about movies. It's very silly. Also a pretty darn good podcast, if I do say so myself. I don't just say that because I'm part of it, but yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some more collaborative stuff with friends or with other YouTube folks, I guess. Yeah, just kind of hanging out and doing stuff again, because as much of an introvert as I am, I will admit that I do still occasionally need some sort of contact with other people, even if it's just over the internet. I was not paying attention. For some reason, I thought that said Ariados, not Gyarados. Doesn't matter. I didn't have anything that I could really effectively use against Gyarados, so it's fine. All works out. Oh. Hammerwatch, that's another one that I would like to play with friends. I haven't played Hammerwatch in a very long time, and they have a sequel that I own, but I haven't played because I've wanted to replay the first game with friends. Because some friends and I actually did play through that game many years ago. We actually beat the game on Twitch. It was really enjoyable. It was a fun game. It's like Gauntlet, but also with, you know, RPG elements, like leveling up and stuff. It's a fun game. You should go check it out if you haven't. I'm a star. I'm a star. He's not doing his disco pose. I'm very disappointed. Okay. We're getting to a decent level at this point. I almost feel like I might be able to stand a chance at red if we gain about 6, 7 more levels, maybe? We'll see. We're still a ways away from actually getting there, but we'll get there eventually. I really hope I don't have to level grind, though. That's what I really, really do not want to have to think about doing. So this is gym badge number 3. If I can gain a few more levels between, you know, by the time I finished all the gym battles and any other trainers that are sort of peppered around Kanto, then it might not be too bad. Let's see. I mean, at least all the gym leaders' Pokemon are going to be fully evolved, so it's not too bad there. That's not too bad. So many people have Ursa-rings. It's kind of crazy. Ursa-ring looks so disgruntled. I get why. I mean, I don't... Well, you know what I mean. Oh. This will be a challenge. This thing's going to easily survive at least 1 hit. Possibly going to survive 2. Nope. Okay, I was wrong. I mean, I guess I'm 25 levels above it, but still, I was very much expecting that Lugia to survive. Kind of glad it didn't. And my throat's getting a little sore, so I probably will stop recording after this. Just because, again, you know, I recorded 4 episodes of Legend of Keepers, and then I recorded 3 episodes of this, and I've had like almost no water in between, which is not a good plan. If you're gonna talk for 2.5 hours straight, you probably should have some water in the meanwhile. It's a lesson for you kids. Stay hydrated. Is that it? Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Got through Surge. And I think that's probably going to do it for today. I guess none of them give you TMs. That's so weird. I thought that at least a couple of them gave you TMs, but apparently not. Unless my TM bag is full and they're just not telling me that, or I'm just skipping through the text too quickly, which again is entirely likely. So let's go to Celadon. I'll at least go to the gym, but I'm not going to fight the gym just yet, because I think now is a good time to... I don't actually remember when I started this episode, now that I think about it. This might actually end up being kind of a shorter episode than I expected, so... Yeah, I actually don't remember when I started. I'd usually try to keep track of when I start these episodes. Sometimes, you know, I'll mark in... I'll not mark it, but I'll look in Audacity to see when I start these episodes. Sometimes I actually bother to remember when I start them. This time I most certainly did not, but you know what, if this is kind of a shorter episode, then that's fine. No big deal. That happens from time to time. Also, I think there are a whole bunch of trainers in here, so I don't think I want to fight all of them right now. So, I'm going to call it here. We're making some progress. We got 3 badges from Kanto. Only 5 more to go, and then we're going to, with any luck, have hopefully a snowball's chance in hell of beating Red. But we'll wait until another time to do that. So thank you all for tuning into this episode of Pokemon Crystal Randomized, and I will talk to you all next time.